That's
I know
stupid.
that's crazy. I know that's crazy, but that's
Stupid.
usually what happens because when when people in those type of relationships, those physical relationships, and then somebody comes in and tries to intervene, what happens? The woman usually turns against the person who's,
Turns on the right.
yeah. So it's not,
It's because they don't want to hear the truth because they're scared to let that person go. So they don't mind that person cheating. They may be upset about it, but they let it go because at the end of the day, he's gonna leave her. Or if she tells him he got to go, she's gonna be alone.
yeah. And then he leaves, and then she looking for him like, where
And
you
he's
at?
leaving her anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They'd
like
be
these
like,
women who allow their man to have a child by another person, and you still sticking by them.
that's
But then you have a fit with the woman because she got a child by him. Most of the time, the women don't even know he's dealing with that he has somebody else
yeah,
until they
that's
deep into the relationship. And by that
yeah, that
time, that they emotionally connected, and it's almost too late.
yeah, no, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Sometimes you got to hear from a woman's perspective because guys got we do stupid things like that. We do, and that speaking from a guy who is, people tell
Stupid.
me that, yeah, people tell me that I'm not stupid, but I already know I am stupid. I do stupid things, and I can't even explain some of those things I do. And I acknowledge that. I just try to mitigate my stupidity. Make sure it's not, sometimes I might miss a stupid pill or something, but I know I've done stupid things and I'm not ashamed of them. It's just I just have to mitigate the stupidity. Miss Kim, can you talk? Okay, her mic is still acting up. Can you talk, Miss Kim? You back up. Yeah, something must be up with her mic tonight. But those things, a lot of those things that people do, especially when it comes to a DV situation or a different type of situation, no, we can't hear you, Miss Kim. She put in a box. You can't hear me. No, we can't hear you. I think something's up with your mic. Try dropping and coming back. But if you can put it in the box, that'll work too. Um, but yeah, a lot of that, and and Miss Summer had in the box. She put in a lot of different songs. She put "I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me." Y'all remember that by Rockwell? And there's a couple of other ones. Every Little Step You Take. That wasn't a. I mean, I know that was a Bobby Brown song, but
Hello?
every little step. Yeah,
It's
I
a
can hear you
stalking.
now.
You can hear me
That's a
now?
stalking.
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear
we
you
can hear you.
now.
Okay.
Um, you have two lovely daughters. Have they ever had any issues of being stalked?
No, they haven't. Or at least they never told me they
And um, another one was have you ever been harassed by a guy?
had. Yes. Um, Early on in my, I would say mid 20s, I told you the story about it. Was dating this guy and decided to break up, and he did not want to break up. So he would come to my apartment like in the middle of the night and blow the horn and bang on my door. And to the point that I almost got kicked out of my apartment. So a good friend of mine's, I had spoken to him and his wife, and he told me, he's like, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. So he took him to Florida, and to this day right now, I can't tell you what happened.
Oh, he
I
went to
can't tell
Florida.
you what he did to him or anything. Never saw him ever again back in Statesboro.
He just took him. He just took him on a nice vacation, a nice long ride.
I don't know, but don't know what happened to the boy. And
And how
then,
long? How long ago was that?
oh, I was like maybe 20, 23 years old, and I'm
Okay.
going to be 56. So, yeah. And
Oh
then,
wow.
I have a situation here where I live that I have someone creepy, and what happened, I had some boxes in my hand and I dropped one. So, he was nice enough he was like, hey, can I help you? I was like, yes, I'm right in my apartment right here. And I was like, you don't just put it right here by the door, because I don't let anybody in. And from that day on, it's been it's been really weird. I don't always feel safe when he's around. I notice he watches me, so it's very uncomfortable now because he is I guess, a caregiver or a nurse, and the apartment that he take care of the older person is right next door to mine. So I'm starting to have to be very cautious. Like if I go out of the apartment late in the evenings, or I'm going out to the garage, I'm just always weary about my surroundings.
No, and that as a woman, you should always be cognizant.
Well, I'm definitely, now that, I live here, my radar stay up.
And that's just one of those things because especially being a black woman in the United States, especially now, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
Too
getting me
many
a
times,
piece too,
and
just to protect myself.
it, yeah, too many times we see on TV, and it's portrayed in the movies where the unmelanated woman would be walking doody 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 doody. I don't see nothing going on. And
Exactly, Summer. I'm
you know
gonna
how
get a
we be in the
taser.
theater. You know how we be in the movie theater. We be yelling, "Turn around, B word, turn
Mhm.
around." And women and black women be like, "Could have been me. That could
You
be
know.
me."
So I'm not always the super friendly person when it comes to stuff like that. I have this look up on my face like, try me if you want to.
I should tell them try Jesus. Because I throw hands. Like that
Mhm.
song.
I love that song. I love.
Oh man.
Don't try me, try Jesus. I
Right.
throw
Yeah.
hands.
So those are my if you look on any of my socials, those are my preferred pronouns, try and me. You say, yeah. You say you can try suicide, you can try homicide, but let's not try me.
I've
But
said he has some stalkers.
Say
oh,
what,
how
chocolate pearl?
Dan said he has some stalkers.
Um,
I'm gonna come on and holler at your boy.
Well,
What's
I
going
was just
on,
telling her I had some
DJ?
stalkers back in my DJ days, back in my
They
club
want to
DJ days.
they want to dip in your crates.
Yeah, right. Yes, sir. Be hanging around my booth a little bit too much, and then
They wanted to.
I always knew when they come out because I worked at the military club. So when the ships was gone, they was out.
Oh, you worked at in Bremerton?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I worked at Bremerton and Fort Lewis and oh, pretty much all of the military clubs in that area.
It, people want just for grins and giggles. Mix a lot in his song My Hoopty. He actually talks about the NCO club on Fort Lewis. Well, now it's Joint Base Lewis McCord, but yeah.
Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying never make love by the garden gate, though love is blind, the neighbor's ain't.